Okay, we have gotten some clues and had a close run-in with Khan. So let's see. Oh yeah, we picked up that card from him. I guess we should go and see this place the card refers to. I must say, that's some nice piano work there.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet!
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch!
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Okay. That was a bit odd to be randomly searched like that in the middle of the street, but okay. Oh, I didn't know about this back alley. But I don't see anything to interact with either. Although I guess this must have been the alleyway we saw when we were walking across the window to Khan's room. Well, doesn't look like there's anything we can do here, though. Oh, I guess the exit's this way. Yeah, let's just quickly talk to these two and see what that whole search thing was about.
Get lost, creep.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, ape-man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac, this isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day, this would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost. Hey, Shorty, I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
It's like they hear his own inner monologue. So it's like there's no way out of here then? Huh. That's odd. Well, maybe we need to do something else inside the hotel.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Hello! Alright, let's ask her about these two weird guys out front.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Okay, what did we pick up that's new? This one?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has 1,000,000 faces.
Let's see. I think we asked her about everything else. How about the Eastern European guy?
Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Neither do I.
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Well, how about the guy at the desk?
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
I know, let's show him the key that we stole.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not especiellement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Well, how nice of him.
It was the register of guests staying at the hotel.
He mentioned a safe. Maybe we have to gain access to it somehow. Or maybe we can make a phone call if one of these places has a phone. Let's see. That's the ever-opening and closing closet.
There was nothing else in the pockets of the killer's pants.
I'm taking another check in the cupboard here.
The cabinet had no drawers, just a single door. The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay, let's take a journey back out through the window. Why not? Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely the alleyway that we went back the other time. But nothing else I can find. Nope.
cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onion.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Nope.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Camphor. I actually am not sure what camphor is. I'm sure one of you will probably look it up. Alright, one more walk around outside. See if we can actually leave this hotel area.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Oh, come on.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Man, that's both creepy and annoying. If the game's not going to let me leave, then my guess is that I'm just missing an action or something. Maybe it's not going to progress the story until I find what they're looking for and end up getting beat up. We'll see. Once again, nothing in the alley. Alright, well, we'll just go through our normal thing of items and see if they say anything new.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
Oh, I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Ouch.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
Did I show you this false nose?
Yes, you did.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Same response.
This is the key to room 21.
That's next to the room taken by that rotten Merlin, isn't it?
Yes, and it's vacant.
Really? How convenient.
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there, game.
I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Charge!
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
Wow.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Ooh, parchment.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantow.
I have a feeling we're going to lose this parchment very soon, so I think I'll just ask people about it before I go.
What now, monsieur?
Do you want this manuscript back?
After all the fuss it caused? No, you keep it.
Why in the world would you want to give it back, George, you idiot? Anyway.
Hello again. Have you ever seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
Sure. Shake my hand.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not.
Oh, fine.
That's a real bad attitude.
Yeah, we're imperialist dogs.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
One of these days, we're going to get someone to shake our hand.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? Well, that fuss for a sample of wallpaper.
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
Ugh. Thank you, madam. Well, time to get mugged.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Oh, so you're not that stupid, George. Okay. Well, let's try the window. Aha!
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Not sure I have anything that would particularly work.
The cobbles of...
Yeah.
It was a metal rod. I resisted a childish desire to toss things from a height.
But it would be fun. Maybe we can get some bed sheets or something? That's what we always see in the movies.
There was nothing else in the pot.
Any clothes left in the wardrobe?
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Well, that didn't help us. Think. Maybe someone can give us a ride? Or make a call for us.
What now, monsieur?
I'm here to bother you again.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Yeah, same there.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, you did, monsieur.
Would it make a difference if I told you the guy in the photo was a murderer?
We are accustomed to catering for celebrities, monsieur. Movie stars, politicians, royalty, sporting personalities, they all stay here.
Is this Merlin room 22?
I couldn't say. It's a bad likeness.
This photo was taken by one of Europe's most promising photojournalists.
Vraiment? What does he use? A pinhole camera?
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
You have shown me that already, monsieur.
Look at it again.
Hey, shake my hand.
I have already explained why I would rather not.
Okay, nothing there. Too bad I don't have my own disguise.
Hello again.
Hello.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Do you recognize this tool?
Already you have astounded me with your advanced Western prong.
Okay.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
You don't care for clowns, do you?
They belong in the circus, like fleas and bearded women.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
I wonder if, like, just before George gets into a fight, he says, "Do you recognize this fist, pal?" Probably not.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
I just couldn't bring myself to use the buzzer on this dear lady.
I still agree. She's cool. Let's see. Well, is there something we can do to hide the parchment?
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar. I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Maybe we should just stash it in, like, a container. I have the key to this room, so let's see. How about...
It was the ancient...
Yeah, we know. How about here? No. How about here? No. Oh, maybe I can just drop it out the window and then go grab it. Let's see. Drop.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Excellent. Alright. Took me a little while, folks, but I finally figured that out. Out we go.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
I like how you can see that Eastern European guy still sitting there in the background. Continuity! Here we go.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
He's gonna whip that out of his pants and plunk it right down on the desk, isn't he?
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Man. Is George really trying to be a complete jerk, or is he just accidentally coming off that way? Jeez.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore.
Oh,
There was
God.
someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
George, you're trying my patience.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, "I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do."
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Alright, so let's see. New stuff.
I
Matchbook.
found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
Wow, that's
It's
big.
a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.